What's going on, guys? I got Tara here. Tara's been crushing it with us for like the last 8 or 9 months. She's seen a ton of progress, completely changed up body composition, and she's actually started to really make an identity shift and really becoming like a leader for her family and for her community. And I'm just excited to have her today to talk about her experience. Thanks for joining us today, Tara.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Alex. I'm happy to be here.
Heck yeah. Well, let's dive right into it. So, could you share a little bit about your life, but like what it was before joining the Hanson Health Academy and like what motivated you to start?
Sure. So I would say, let's say like even 5 years ago, I made a big shift in my life just by actually moving away from my hometown. There could have been, let's say, some toxic things, before that. I kind of knew the direction I needed to go. But leading up to joining Hanson Health, I kind of found I was in this sort of stagnant plateau, didn't really have the full awareness, the direction of what I needed to do to make like the bigger changes I wanted to make. I was sort of like fumbling in different programs or like online and looking at different kinds of things to find the answers. But it was just like a constant like changing and not sticking to something and like lacking that consistency. So when I found you guys, it just everything kind of started to make a lot of sense. And it's been, baby steps, right? So it's
Totally.
been good.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Finding something that's a little bit more sustainable, a little more simple.
Yeah. Something that you can really follow and stick with and just kind of like adore,
Like, yeah,
like
awesome.
like
Really quite a
Alex, you're
lifestyle.
adorable. Yeah.
And what are your biggest wins that you've had so far in the program?
So the biggest wins, I know you asked me this question probably when I was a couple months into the program. And I think since then, some things have definitely changed. At first you're sort of thinking like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to lose 15 pounds. Life's going to be great if I just lose 15 pounds. But I've now realized that has actually kind of gone down on the list of things that have been like some of the biggest results for myself. But kind of to list off like my top is definitely mindset. Find that throughout the last 8, 9 months, I'm just happier naturally, like not even without trying, without being like I have to think positively. It's just I just wake up happier, or I just
Let's
carry
go.
myself taller, or honing in and listening and doing it, even though sometimes it's tedious. It's just really set me in a better, positive direction. I've got lots of energy for like getting up in the morning and like dealing with my kids and just have energy to like I love to bike and I like to ski. So I'm very outdoorsy. So, I'm just it's like every day I'm like getting up and I'm doing a workout and then I want to go for the bike ride. I want to socialize with my friends. I want to have, good conversations and sort of inspire each other. So yeah, just showing up. I got lots of energy for my husband too,
Heck yeah, definitely.
So mindset, energy, just feeling this sense of being happier and just being more confident and feeling like I don't have those limitations. So it's like it's not just about getting the workout in, and it actually there's so much more to it. It just helps in all different parts of life. And I mean at the very so now I have results is more at the bottom of my list. But I have seen the results and the results they keep coming and they just keep coming at like a really nice pace. So I've lost over 20 pounds. I've lost like 33 inches all around. I went from like a size 30 to now I'm buying like size 27 jeans and
Let's
skirts,
go.
and yeah, wearing little booty shorts and I'm still strong. Like I'm still got like the strength and I really like my body right now. I'm happy for my body and I show up because I love my body.
So, what are some of the biggest challenges you faced during the first 4 months, and how did the program help you address them?
Yeah, well, definitely getting into a good routine. And I think like at the beginning of this program, you're kind of asking for, hey, you gotta weigh your food and track your food and here's these workouts you got to do. And you're like, oh, I'm just piling more onto my busy mom life. Like, how is this gonna work? But like as you start going through it, I've actually it seemed hard at first, but now it's actually what keeps me focused and consequently has allowed me to be more successful and to succeed in other areas of my life by having like a better routine. And sure, it's not always perfect, but that's like the next thing was just accepting that if you kind of have a pitfall or, you're having a bad day or you're having a bad week, it's just like getting right back up and you get right back up on that horse and you keep going and you don't let it get you down. So you got to just like just restart the next day. Don't quit.
Awesome, awesome. So having some solid mindset shifts, getting a bit more
Yeah,
structure, getting some more routines down to help everything work a little bit more fluently throughout the day.
absolutely.
Absolutely, that's awesome. So after the initial program, you made the decision to continue on in our second phase. Like, what influenced that decision?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I've had a few moments where I was like up and down and should I keep going and is it worth it? Maybe I'm good. Maybe I can just do this on my own. I mean, sure, I've had those thoughts, but at the same time, what works right now is really working for me. And so I don't really know why I would want to change it. And to be quite honest, I'm just not quite sure that I'm quite ready. Like I'm feeling really good, and I appreciate. I like to learn, how to eat better, how to plan my own workouts. I'm very grateful and thankful to be learning all those things right now. But I still really like you guys keeping in touch with me and kind of staying on me and noticing little things. And Tara's on a holiday, like,
Give
uh-oh.
you a make sure you're staying on track. So, can you describe some of the changes you've experienced in your health, fitness, and overall well-being since advancing into the second phase program?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've had, you have those moments where you're like, you feel like you kind of know everything a little bit already, but then you kind of realize too that it's easy to fall back into old habits. So I think what I like about it is it's definitely like addressing that that stuff, right? Because it's like it's easy to stick in with something for a few months, to really like continue on with it and really look inside yourself and ask, like, why am I doing this? These are the kind of things that are really going to help you to succeed. And this is a lifelong journey. It's a lifestyle change. It's not a quick fad diet or anything like that. This is, you're essentially becoming the best version of yourself you can be, and it just takes a lot of time. And I think the Evolve program is in that way separate. It's different from the first 4 months. So that's kind of what you really get to focus on.
So, how have you managed to integrate the habits and routines from our program into your daily life as a busy mom?
Like I said, I think for me, the most important thing is to just always remember, like, okay, I've had a bad day, Tara, just tomorrow. You just get right back on it tomorrow. I mean, sure, like I said, there are some pitfalls if you, on the weekend, you're kind of busy with your kids. And, I really try to plan my meals week by week, and I have it all set up in my app. But then things do happen for sure. And I just try not to get too hard on myself about it at all, because honestly, it's fine. Like I said, this is like a lifelong journey, so it's just always going back to that one that I learned in Evolve actually was what was it now? Consistency plus time equals results. So just staying on track, like as much as you possibly can, but with a smile on your face and also having fun, and knowing that we have children, knowing that we can't always put ourselves first, because otherwise why would you become a parent? But it's really important to really prioritize your health and yourself, because it absolutely positively affects your whole family and your children.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, how does your current lifestyle compare to your lifestyle before joining our academy?
Really good. I think I noticed it more in the way I my relationships with people, like including my spouse actually. We just get along really well, actually. I gotta say, and he's one of the wise too. We just got married, and I want to show up strong and sexy for him too. And
Yeah, of
and he
course.
does for me too, right? Yeah. I mean, we're just really kind of on the same level right now. We have understanding. I'm not short fused anymore. I find I have a lot more patience for people around me, but also because I have set boundaries with certain aspects of my life. So just sort of, I even actually quit a job that I had when I first started working, at a brewery, and I realized it wasn't really serving me, and I was staying up late some nights I didn't want to, and I just didn't want that anymore. So I actually quit that job, and I don't miss it, and I feel a lot better actually. So just things like that just kind of started to happen automatically. Like I was so much more aware of, like, okay, like I think I need to change a few things, cut out some toxic relationships, and So have better boundaries and for the good relationships and friendships that you do have.
That's great. And what advice would you give to someone considering to join our program but worried about maintaining long-term results or long-term changes?
Well, I think that you and Josh and the coaches are really good at like customizing everything for us. And you're just always creating sort of like a really personal relationship with everybody. And I think that that's really important because I think it's really easy to fall off a program when you don't have that like nice personal experience, because I just, as I mentioned before, like the relationship with your coach and the relationship with the program is really important to me because I feel like you kind of know where I'm coming from, and we've developed that over time. So I think that's kind of like a key point of this
Absolutely.
in my
Yeah.
perspective. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
make sure
So
it's
I just really trust in you guys, and I just it's just things like when I go on a vacation or if I'm going to go somewhere, we can talk about it. We can change out my workout plans a little bit, and just not being hesitant to talk to you about it, tell you what's going on. That's important.
having that consistent communication, making sure we're able to make those alterations and that flexibility around the
Yep,
different life situations to make sure we're able to create that consistency for sure.
yep, 100%.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining
Yeah.
me today, Tara. It's been amazing seeing you grow, and I can't wait to see where you're going to be able to take this.